Guys, welcome back to Sportsbookreview.com. I'm your host, Natalie Rydstrom, and we have got big man on campus with us today. We've got Martin Green and Alex from Need for Tips. Boys, thanks for being here.
Hey,
thanks for having us. Thanks for having us.
Now, obviously, this Confederations Cup 2017 Russia happens once every 4 years, so pretty exciting stuff. Obviously, with the first match is kicking off this weekend. Russia are the hosts, and we've got 4 matches that we're going to kick off with today. How excited are you about this tournament?
Can't wait.
Very excited.
Yeah.
So,
where are you coming from, Martin?
I'm coming from the Champagne region in France. I'm in Epinay. I'm at Nicolas Foyat, so I've got a little glass of champagne. And but I've cut off from festivities to play with you guys and talk about the Confederations Cup.
Oh, great stuff.
Hey, Natalie.
Yeah.
I'm coming to you from the white sandy beaches of beautiful New Jersey.
I know. I'm jealous of everybody's place. I'm coming from the tropics of Costa Rica, though, so not too bad.
I'm coming from the big mountains in Romania. So, yeah.
We are just a global force team.
Global force here.
Yeah. Can I say, big man? I love the haircut.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I'm in a different position here. My camera's a little different here. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
Cool.
Normally you've got the headphones on, so now we can see it in
yeah, I normally have the headphones on. That what makes it a little different. You're right.
All right, and just before it's feeding time. I've got 4 dogs. It's feeding time, and they're all going crazy because the food's being prepared in the kitchen. So if you're wondering what all this is, that's what it is. But listen, let's start off. We are powered by 10bet heading into the Confederations Cup tournament. So really nice to have them on board. Going to start with Russia versus New Zealand, Group A. Reading their outright here. Russia 1.27 draw, 5.35. New Zealand 12.5 there. So hosts Russia, clearly the favourites. Really against tournament underdogs here. A team that is not predicted to qualify from Group A. So really, we're expecting a Russia win, but how clean of a Russia win? Kick us off, big man.
Yeah, I actually, as Alex, we kind of talked about this on the preview. He mentioned, Russia and kind of them feeling like, the hosts are going to play well. I think in this first game, they're going to play particularly well. I'm looking at the Asian handicap at 1.5 goals at 1.95. I think they're going to be motivated in this game to kind of come out of the hatches here and kind of put on a nice show in front of the fans. New Zealand's a team that's probably – actually, they are the worst team in this competition. The only player that we really have to worry about is Chris Wood from Leeds United, a guy that can score goals. But you look at some of the competition that New Zealand plays on a regular basis. I mean, New Caledonia and Solomon Islands and Fiji, there's just not a lot of competition there. They've lost 8 of 9 in this competition, only scoring 2 goals during that time. I think they're going to have some major trouble. They struggled against Belarus on Monday, losing Northern Ireland as well. I'm just not really thinking that they're going to do too much in this game. I think this is a 2-0, 3-0 game. I think Russia's attacking style will prove a little bit of trouble for New Zealand. I think they're out of this competition fairly early. I'll lay the 1.5 goals at 1.95 at Bet365. That's right.
I agree with you there. Not really sure whether New Zealand can score. Martin, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I think maybe the whole thing about big man reading my emails is happening. I mean, on exactly the same bet there. Minus 1.5 Asian handicap, Russia. I think obviously New Zealand are the rank outsiders in this competition. It's a bit of an odd thing because you get the Confederations winners from all over the world. So you get really big teams like Portugal and Chile facing real minnows like New Zealand and Australia, who have qualified only by playing very, very small teams. I think Russia are really going to benefit from home advantage here. I think normally in these tournaments, the opening games are quite cagey affairs with low goal scoring, but this is the one where I think that there could be a couple of goals, and I fully fancy Russia to win it quite comfortably. So Russia minus 1.5 Asian handicap. I think you can get about even money with it. Looks good to me.
Yeah, you got to protect those emails, Martin. I tell you what, because I've been reading them as well. Totally with you. I think it is going to be a clear win. But let's hear from Alex first. What are you going for, Alex?
That makes 4 of us. I think that in our team, I think that everyone is reading everyone's emails. But I think that when 4 really good tipsters are going for the same bet, I think that everyone should take it, because I did a lot of research on this Confederations Cup. Because we don't have nothing this summer, I will focus 100% on the Confederations Cup. Russia with only with players from their domestic league. Teams from Russia, from their domestic league, are paying a lot of money for salaries, and they prefer to play in their country than to go out in Europe. They are not such a huge team. We saw the results at Euro 2016, taking just 1 point from 9 possible points in the group stage at the Euro 2016. I think that right now they should come strong. The only question in this match if New Zealand will do their haka at the beginning of their match or not, like in rugby. But I think that Russia should win easily this game, because after that they have really important games with Portugal and Mexico. So a must win for Russia.
Yep.
Minus 1.5, 1.95 with 10 bets.
Yeah, totally agree. It is a must win. Full house there. Russia minus 1.5, 1.96. A couple of other bets though to consider. Russia halftime, full time, priced at 2, and then also Russia minus 1.25. If you want to play a little bit safer there, you get that 1.7 with 10 bet. So if they win by 1, you only half lose. You get your full money there. If they win by 2 goals, so there's a few bets to consider. But minus 1.5 there on the Russia is the play for this match. Okay, moving over, we've got Portugal versus Mexico, Group A, the second match of Group A. Portugal 2.15, draw 3.2, and Mexico 3.65. At first I was thinking let's go for Portugal, but if you looked at their Euro 2016 efforts there, they sort of won by drawing, didn't they? I think they drew all 3 of their group stage matches. Could this be a draw, or do we go for the Portugal win here? Alex, what are your thoughts?
Can
you hear me?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Well, Portugal, I think that they are really strong. They are here to win the trophy. They have outstanding players, and we are not talking only about Cristiano Ronaldo, and everybody knows Cristiano Ronaldo. But we are talking about AC Milan's Andre Silva. We're talking about Manchester City's Bernardo Silva, Andre Gomez that is coming for Barcelona. A lot of important players that can make the difference. I think that they have an outstanding team. Of course, that Mexico is not the team. It's a team to fear. They will play their chance. Mexico already won this tournament on their turf in 1999, and they have some great players also. Chicharito, Javier. How's his name? Chicharito. Anyway, he's playing at Leverkusen. Yeah, Javier Hernandez. I think that with Giovanni Dos Santos, even though he's playing at LA Galaxy, and with Carlos Vela at Real Sociedad, they can prove a really good team, and I think that they will find the back of the net against Portugal also. Okay, so you're going for both teams to score? Yep, I'm leaning towards both teams to score and the over 2.5 goals in the match at 2.75 with 10 bet. Okay, both teams to score. Over to you, big man. What have you got?
I mean, look, I like that bet there, but I'm going to look at the goal scorers market. I mean, you look at Ronaldo, 18 goals over his last 11 games in all matches. He scored 1 or more goals in 9 of 11. And you look at the competition he's facing, some of the top teams in the world. I'm going to go with Ronaldo to score any time at 2.05. Mexico's defense is not particularly strong. We've seen that they've had some issues like giving up goals at times this year. They're not a particularly good, strong side on the defensive end. And Portugal scores a ton of goals. I see no reason to not think that Cristiano Ronaldo won't come into this competition. Had a little bit of rest. Coming into this competition, I think he's going to score a goal in this game. I think Portugal will score 2. I could see a draw in this game, but I think Ronaldo will surely get one of them. At 2.05, I think that's a great bet. He's been on fire lately.
Yeah, he sure has. That's one of my bets as well there. Ronaldo, anytime goal scorer. Martin, what have you got?
I'm going to have to ask you to come to me first next time, Natalie, because we've all got the same bets, it seems, for every game. And it's going to sound like I'm copying, but I'm all over Ronaldo to score at any time in this game. I think you made a very good point about Portugal. They're deserved favourites for this competition because they've got a wealth of talent. But actually, they often get off to a slow start in group stages, whereas Mexico are very good in group stages. They've taken 7 out of a possible 9 points in their last 2 major tournaments at group stages. So I don't think Portugal is a foregone conclusion to win this first game, but I do really, really like Ronaldo to score at any time. He is just on fire at the moment, can't stop scoring. He's the most deadly striker in the world. He's a perfect poacher. And I actually saw the odds might have gone in, but I found 2.39 yesterday on Ronaldo to score at any time, which I think is a fantastic bet.
The best on the market is 2.05 right now.
It's gone in.
They have
massively
gone in.
I got 2.39. I'll tell you where I got it.
So
sorry, 2.38. I got it at 888. So it's obviously gone in since then.
Yeah, it's gone in. Well, mine is Ronaldo anytime goal scorer 2.05. Looking at Portugal draw no bet as an accumulator bet. You can get that 1.53. I'm worried about that draw. And Alex, with you on both teams to score, you can get that at 2 with 10 bed. Shop around for your odds, obviously. And so those are the bets of that match. Cameroon versus Chile now from Group B. Chile 1.59, draw 3.9. Cameroon 6.05. All those odds with 10 bets. So you've got Group B favourite, possible to win the tournament there. We did do a futures earlier on in the week there. Chile was a favourite of ours, and they are playing Cameroon, a dark horse in the competition. Martin, I'm going to start with you this time. What are you going for?
Thank you very much. This is actually probably one of my least imaginative bets, but straight Chile win. I can't argue with it here. Cameroon are a decent side. They're very well organised, but I just can't see them beating a high-energy Chile team with Arturo Vidal patrolling the midfield and Alexis Sanchez just a dynamo up front. I don't think we'll see a particularly high-scoring game, but I do think Chile will win it. So straight Chile win for me.
Yeah, I am worried about what Cameroon's going to bring to the table here. Alex, I know that that was sort of one of the words you were using, sort of being a dark horse there, not to underestimate Cameroon. Do you think Chile will get the job done, or is there another bet that we should look at?
Yeah, I think that Chile will get the job done. Cameroon is a really decent team. They were the surprise winners of the African Cup of Nations back in February. I think that they are coming in Russia to play their chance. The only thing that I'm not so sure about is when an African team is going away from their continent and playing a tournament outside the African continent, they are not as good as they are when they are playing African teams. So I think that Chile will get the job done. Chile with great skills, with a lot of talent. As Martin said, they have Alexis Sanchez that he can solve a match on his own, and also Arturo Vidal from Bayern Munich, but also other important players. So my best pick for this match is Chile with minus 0.75 on the Asian handicap at 1.85.
All right, so you're expecting them really to get the job done. What about you, big man?
Look, I mean, playing against Guinea and Tunisia and Zimbabwe is great and all, but now you got to play a real team in Russia, possibly the best team in this competition. I think Cameroon's going to get slapped in the face here, to be honest. I think Team Squad, a big power, is not something they're ready to do. Look, they've been impressive winning the Cup of Nations, which is impressive in its own right, but look, they have some good players. I'm not sure they're ready to compete at this level, though. I think they're a little bit getting a little bit too much respect here, to be honest. I'm going to look to the minus 1.5 at Chile at a 2.6. I think Chile's going to want to set the tone. I think they're the team that really motivation wants to win this tournament. Obviously, we've talked about Germany's level of care of this tournament and stuff like that. I think coming into this first game, I think they're going to pound Cameroon. I think they're going to set the tone here, win 2-3-0. Or 3-1, something like that. I just think Chile's a much better side. The safe bet would be taking the outright win, but I think this is a fairly substantial win for Chile here.
Okay, so a fairly substantial win for Chile and Cameroon to be beaten. It's a no bet for me. I'm worried about Cameroon and dark horse. It's a no bet for me. But listen, final match, Australia versus Germany, Group B. Germany 1.38, draw 4.7, and Australia 8. Again, we spoke about this in the beginning of the week. If you guys want to look for that video, it was a Confederations Cup Futures. I think it was Monday. We filmed it. And really one of the things that we were talking about was what team are Germany bringing. And it's understood it's going to be the B team. But I think even Germany's B team is going to be a lot for Australia to beat. Hence why they're priced 1.38. But still enough value there to take Germany minus 1.5 there, 2.2 on the Asian handicap. Martin, I'm going to go back and start with you just in case that was your bet.
Thanks, Natalie. No, I'm not quite confident enough actually to go minus 1.5. I was actually just looking at Germany -1 on the Asian handicap at about 1.73. I'm not too thrilled with this game, to be honest. I do think Germany will win. I think it could be by a single goal. They've left out a lot of stars. I mean, there's no Neuer, Özil, Khedira, Müller. All the big names aren't there. But actually, they have got a very, very competitive team. The strength in depth of this German side is frightening, really. I mean, their B team would probably be England's A team easily.
Yeah.
But still, I think I just
rub it in.
Yeah, I know. As an England fan, I have to say, but I just want to make a point that I wouldn't advise staking too much on the first game of this tournament. I think it's worth waiting for one game, maybe keep your stakes relatively low, see how competitive each team is, see what sort of side Germany puts out and how seriously they take it, see whether Ronaldo plays the whole game for Portugal, and then maybe ramp up your stakes in the second round of fixtures. For this first one, I think it could be quite a cagey, low-scoring start, and I do think Germany will win, but it might not be by a huge margin. So I'm only really prepared to go to -1 on the Asian handicap for Germany.
All right, and good advice there. Tread carefully, especially the first round. Alex, what have you got?
You know what? I'm really confident about goals in this competition because it's not the World Cup or the European Cup or so. I think it's not a friendly tournament, but not exactly at the high level as the World Cup. So I think that we'll see open matches. And I think that Germany also with the B team, with Leroy Sané from Manchester City, with Julian Draxler from PSG, with Timo Werner from Leipzig, and a lot of other important players will easily go through the semi-finals. We will see there what to expect. But in terms of goals, I think that we will see goals. And when you play Australia, come on, these young fellows from the German team need to show their manager that they can play also the World Cup next year. Because otherwise, if they don't show nothing, after that the A team will come back. So they will not have any place on the A team. So I think that they will go to push and they will go strong. -1, 1.73 looks really, really decent. And I think that it's also my banker from the first round of the group stages.
All right, to Germany -1 there. So they only win by 1 goal. You get your money back. Not about Ben. What about over 2.5 goals, Alex? You said you were expecting goals. Would you play the over 2.5 goals? Get that 1.64 10 bet, or Germany and the over 2.5 goals there. I don't have the odds, but that will obviously be about 1.82, something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that Germany can score on their own 3 goals against Australia. I saw some matches of Australia from the last previous weeks and friendly games, and they are really, really bad. Maybe they have 1-2 players, good ones, but as a team they cannot do anything. I think that Australia and New Zealand are the teams that will not pick up at least 1 point each. They will not pick any points. I think that they will get destroyed by the big names, Germany, Portugal, and so on.
Okay, all right, great stuff. That wraps things up here. Those are our picks for the first round. We'll be back next Tuesday, next week. Yes.
Real quick on this game, if I could just throw one out quick.
Yeah.
I'm actually blown up. Listen, I think Australia's going to give up a ton of goals here. They've conceded in 6 of 7, giving up 12 goals during that time. Germany, though, with the new team, a little bit of an inexperienced back line. Aaron Moy, Cahill, my boy Rogic from Celtic, who scored the goal against Aberdeen to win the treble. I think they got a goal in them here. I really do. I think we're going to see Cahill off a corner, put one in the back of the net. Both teams are scoring the over 2.5 goals at 2.2. I'm going to rock with that. I think this is a 3-1 kind of game. Germany will score plenty. And I do think Australia can grab one. Rogic or Cahill here. I'm going to go with the both teams scoring the over 2.5.
Are you really going to go for both teams to score, not just the over 2.5 there? You feel confident?
I'm confident they can find the back. I think they're going to score one goal. I think they have one goal in them. Against an inexperienced back line like Germany, right now a couple young players, no Neuer, which we've talked about. I think they can get a goal. I do. I believe they can.
Wow. Okay. What does everyone else think about big man's both teams to score bet for this match?
Not one for me, but good luck to you, big man. Could well happen. Could well happen.
They're not on New Zealand's level here. They could score. They got a couple guys there. Come on.
All right. You're in it on your own, big man. I tell you what, the victory will be all yours. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you next Tuesday. Best of luck with your bets. That kicks for first matches. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Take care. Have a good betting.